They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Today's Arizona Youth Football game is powered by the husband and wife law team. Serious injury or wrongful death cases, go to husbandandwifelawteam.com.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk.
We are the husband and wife law team. That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Hell of a lot better.
They have no idea.
And from the campus of Corona del Sol High School in Tempe, Arizona, welcome to 2025 Arizona Youth Football League action as it's the spring semifinal playoffs. It's game 2 today, 2 p.m. game, 11 and under. The Casa Grande Scorpions at 6-3 face Squad 48, a feeder school for Castile. Hi, everybody. I'm Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry. Temperatures right around 100 degrees and nice breeze blowing from right to left as the coin toss at midfield, and Squad 48 will get the ball first as they won the toss. But Scorpions playing in memory of John Kashner, the athletic director at Vista Grande High School, who died this past week. So Scorpions playing in memory of Mr. Kashner. The Scorpions out of Casa Grande, the CG Scorpions coached by Jonathan Scruggs. Squad 48, head coach Steve Volrich. And they're a feeder school for Castile. So game 1 at noon was 10 and under OTB Cobras playing against the Warhawks. The Warhawks winning by a score of 22-0. So the Squad 48 in the red and black uniforms, in the black on the far side, the Scorpions out of Casa Grande. Starters, Squad 48 mentioned will get the ball first. The starters for them, Jet Calfee. Quarterback number 9, running backs Joel Combs and Braxton Volrich will get a lot of the carries. And the starting quarterback for the Scorpions, Aiden Scruggs. Mace Hall, number 5, Brennan McKinney, 00, and Miguel Casares, number 26, will get a lot of the carries on the offensive side of the ball. Today's Arizona Youth Football League game is powered by the husband and wife law team. Serious injury and wrongful death cases go to husbandandwifelawteam.com. So the Scorpions will kick off. Miguel Pascual will kick off, and back deep to return the kick. Combs, one of the return men for Squad 48, is there in the red. He's on the far side, and here on the near side with a kick, a little bit of a breeze at his back. Pascual will kick off from right to left, and a onside kick to the far side. It was a good one. It bounced away, and I believe it was recovered by Squad 48. Fight for the ball, and Squad 48 coming away with it. Was Jet Calfee, who's the quarterback, getting on that ball. The onside kick was kicked hard and certainly kicked off of Calfee, but he recovered it, and it will be good field position for Squad 48. First down and 10 at the Scorpions' 48-yard line. Corona del Sol High School opened in 1977, so it's pushing about 50 years old here in South Tempe. First and 10, Squad 48 at the 47-yard line of the Scorpions. Calfee out of the shotgun, a handoff inside, and all sorts of running room straight ahead. This time is Braxton Volrich. Volrich with a gain of 10 straight ahead, and he pounds his way ahead and moves the chains. A gain of 11 on the play for Volrich. Steve Volrich, the head coach for Squad 48. And some good field position for Squad 48. First down and 10 at the 37-yard line of the Scorpions. Man comes in motion towards the near side. Calfee going to take it himself over the left side. Slips one tackle, has first down and more, and steps out of bounds. After about a 14-yard pickup, they're going to mark him out on the far side of the 24-yard line. So Calfee can really move, and he slipped a couple of tackles and picked up a first down. So Calfee can really move. It'll be first down and 10 for Squad 48, the 24-yard line of the Scorpions. Calfee goes out of the shotgun. Man goes in motion towards the near side. And it's a high snap. Inside, Volrich has it. And it appears that Tyler Babbitts is the starting quarterback. If I remember correctly, Babbitts had played in the prior game and got some of the carries, so they rotated some of the quarterbacks. That one, not much doing on that. Babbitts, wearing number 3, is in at quarterback. On 2nd down and 10, ball at the 24-yard line of the Scorpions. Man goes in motion. Babbitts gets another high snap. They hand off inside to Volrich, who pounds his way into the secondary. A penalty marker comes down on the far side. He's finally wrestled down inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. A pickup of 12, and that's going to come back. It'll be a penalty against squad 48. So Tyler Babbitts, number 3, coming out at the starting quarterback position for squad 48. This drive started for squad 48 at the 48-yard line of the Scorpions after a failed onside kick attempt. Tyler Babbitts, the starting quarterback for squad 48. The penalty moves that back to the 30. It'll be 2nd down and 15 for squad 48 at the Scorpions' 30-yard line. No score early on here in the opening quarter. Babbitts goes out of the shotgun with 4 receivers. Man comes in motion. Another high snap. They hand off to Volrich going left. Cuts it back inside and dragged down inside after a gain of a couple by Brendan McKinney. A gain of 6 for Volrich. Joel Combs checks in. Volrich checks out for squad 48 as they face a 3rd down and 9. Now you might want to call it 3rd down and 10. Ball resting at the 24-yard line of the Scorpions. They need to get inside the 15 for a 1st down. Babbitts out of the shotgun. High snap. They hand off to Combs inside. And over the left side, he's not going to get much. So a nice tackle inside by Miguel Casares. Casares 26, Hall 5, McKinney 00. A couple of guys to keep your eyes on the defense for the Scorpions. A gain of 1. 4th down and 9 for squad 48 at the 23-yard line of the Scorpions. They need to get down to the 14 for a 1st down. Again, this drive started at the 48 of the Scorpions, and the Scorpions trying to turn them back. Combs, the running back, lines up to the right of Babbitts, who waits the snap. Tosses here to the near side, and it's underthrown. Intended for Combs, and on downs, the Scorpions take over 1st down and 10. Their own 24, so some good defense for the Scorpions. Scorpions coached by Jonathan Scruggs, Mandy Gatlin, Chris Vanderpool. Thank you for the roster. A couple people sent out the roster to us. No score right around the 5-minute mark remaining in the opening quarter. 4 10-minute quarters. Game 1, the Warhawks beat Cobras 22-0 in a 10 and under matchup. Scorpions take over 1st down and 10 from their own 23-yard line. Aiden Scruggs goes under center, the quarterback. And a pitch going left this time. Breaking tackles is McKinney. He's out into the open. It's a foot race. Got blockers down the right sideline, and McKinney's going to go all the way for a touchdown. McKinney goes 77 yards for a touchdown. No penalties on the play. Well, let's double check that. You never know what can go on, but appears to be no penalties. 77 yards on the run by McKinney. And the Scorpions, with their first play from scrimmage, lead it 6-0. About 4 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. So McKinney slipped a tackle and took it 77 yards down the right sideline. Again, if you try to kick the extra point, it goes for 2. Should you run or pass it in, it will go for 1 at this 11 and under level. So the Scorpions leading 6-0 on the 77-yard touchdown run by McKinney. With approximately 4 minutes remaining in this opening quarter, a little bit of a breeze at the back. Going from right to left for the Scorpions. At this point, not sure if they're going to try to run it in or go for one or try to kick it. They will go for one. Scruggs goes under center. They hand off to the fullback inside, and he's not going to get in for the touchdown.
Mom, was worried about me falling.
Mace Hall got the carry inside, but he was taken down at the 1 yard line, and the score remains 6-0 in favor of the Scorpions. 4 minutes approximately remaining in this opening quarter. So the breeze has picked up pretty good if you go down the field, blowing from right to left about 10 to 15 miles an hour, with the temperatures just over 100 degrees.
And you came in clear, whoever said whatever you said. You should be okay right around where you are.
So the Scorpions and Miguel Pascual Jr. will kick off for the Scorpions, kicking with a breeze at his back. Combs back deep on the far side. And appears to be Bostic here on the near side. Another onside kick attempt by the Scorpions. And this ball actually goes out of bounds a yard behind where they actually kicked it off from. Not quite sure what happened there, but it'll be a penalty against the Scorpions on the onside kick. And it appears the ball will be spotted for squad 48 at the 39-yard line of the Scorpions. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Scorpions leading 6-0 on a 77-yard run by Brendan McKinney. Tack on a 5-yard penalty, and the squad 48 team in business, 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line of the Scorpions. Jet Calfee is in now at quarterback for squad 48, who goes out of the shotgun. Handoff to Volrich over the left side, slipped one tackle, takes on a couple of defenders and picks up about 7 inside the 30. So a gain of, well, it's going to come back. It's going to be holding against squad 48. Calfee brings in the play for the squad 48. So a costly holding penalty against squad 48 after a gain of about 7. They'll have first down again, but it'll be 1st and 19. Squad 48 with the ball resting at the 43-yard line of the Scorpions. Scorpions leading 6-0. About 3 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. Calfee now in at quarterback for squad 48. Out of the shotgun with 4 receivers. He will look to throw, fires over the middle, and intended in there for Noah Aliki, but overshot him down the middle. Game 1 was a 10-and-under game. It was the Warhawks beating the Cobras 22-0. These all are streamed on APN Video, also YouTube. You can watch them live or later on after the game, as most people do. The 4 p.m. game, 11-under Desert Devils face the Elite Outlaws. 2nd down and 19 for squad 48 at the 43-yard line of the Scorpions. The handoff to Volrich, a misdirection play with all sorts of running room, gets to the outside, takes on a defender, and he picks up 18 yards all the way down to the 26-yard line. Tackled on the far side by Jimmy Ishmael. Officially a gain of 17 around the left side for Volrich. They mark the ball at the 26 of the Scorpions. 3rd down and 2. Squad 48, the Scorpions 26. Scorpions leading 6-0. About 2.5 minutes remaining in this opening quarter. 3rd down and 2. Squad 48, the 26 of the Scorpions. Man comes in motion. Calfee out of the shotgun. They hand off Volrich over the left side, and he's not, maybe he got back to the original line of scrimmage. Big tackle on that side by Alexander Johnson. So Alexander Johnson putting the grips on Volrich. Not able to get the first down. Volrich checks out. Combs, I'd imagine, checks in. A little bit warm out there. And a timeout is called by Squad 48 as they face a 4th down and 2 at the 26-yard line of the Scorpions. Scorpions leading 6-0, closing moments of the opening quarter. A 77-yard touchdown run by McKinney on the Scorpions' first play from scrimmage. Temperature right around 101 degrees and nice breeze blowing out there from right to left. So the Scorpions, or I should say Squad 48, going into the breeze. Today's Arizona Youth Football game is powered by the Husband and Wife Law Team. Serious injury or wrongful death cases, go to husbandandwifelawteam.com. In memory of John Kashner, the athletic director at Vista Grande High School, who fortunately passed away this past week. 4th down and 2 for Squad 48 at the 26 of the Scorpions. Jet Calfee goes out of the shotgun. Volrich back in at running back. High snap, they hand off to Volrich with a big hole over the left side. Has the first down and more, and he's down to the 20-yard line for a gain of 6. Mace Hall and McKinney in on the tackle. So Volrich with a big hole over the left side and picking up 7 yards. The Squad 48 drive stays alive. This drive, in fact, started after a failed onside kick by the Scorpions. The drive actually started at the Scorpions' 34-yard line. 1st down and 10, Squad 48 at the 19 of the Scorpions. Calfee, the quarterback, and the running back is Combs to his right with 3 receivers. Calfee fires towards the end zone, has a man, it's complete for a touchdown. Noah Aliki making that catch for 19 yards. And we're tied at 6, closing moments of the opening quarter. So Aliki got a step on the defender, and Calfee hit him right on the numbers. Tied at 6, closing moments of the opening quarter. And they will go for a 2-point conversion kick. The snap, the place, kick is blocked. It is tipped up into the air. So Finn Miller, who attempted that with Calfee holding, had it blocked. And we're tied at 6, closing moments of the opening quarter. So the Scorpions getting some penetration, getting a hand on that kick. If you've got somebody that can make the extra point kicks, it's a big advantage at this level. You get 2 points for a kick, 1 for a run or pass. So Finn Miller will kick off into a slight breeze for Squad 48. We're tied at 6, closing moments of the opening quarter. 55 got his hand on it for the Scorpions. Cash Castillo. Mace Hall here on the near side to return this. Finn Miller with a knuckleball to the near side, and that ball popped loose, but recovered by the Scorpions. Recovered by the Scorpions here, Alexander Johnson. So all the kickoffs so far have been onside kicks, and that recovered by the Scorpions. Tied at 6, closing moments of the opening quarter. Scorpions will have good field position, first down and 10 from their own 47-yard line. Temperature right around 101 degrees and a slight breeze. You get down in the field and you can feel it quite a bit more. But it goes from right to left at the back of the Scorpions. Aiden Scruggs, the quarterback. Mace Hall, the fullback. McKinney, the tailback. First down and 10, Scorpions from their own 47-yard line. Handoff to Mace Hall straight ahead. Picked up maybe 2 at best inside. Taken down by Braxton Volrich coming up from his linebacker position. A gain of 2 to the fullback Hall. Second down and 8. Scorpions from their own 49. We're tied at 6, closing moments of the opening quarter. A couple of those guys wearing the helmets that help you stave off concussions. We've got movement and illegal motion against the Scorpions. So that'll cost the Scorpions 5 yards, moving it back to their own 44-yard line. Setting up a second down and 13. We're tied at 6, closing moments of the opening quarter. 77-yard touchdown run by the Scorpions running back McKinney. A 19-yard touchdown pass from Calfee to Aliki. The score for the Squad 48 ball club. Feeder school for Castile. Second and 13 for the Scorpions from their own 44-yard line. McKinney goes in motion. They toss it to him. It's a backward pass. He is hit and dropped immediately. Riker Solomonson. So Solomonson in there to snuff that one out from the get-go. The throw was a backward pass as they looked possibly to throw, and a timeout is called by the Scorpions. So that gave the Squad 48 team a jolt of energy on the big play by Riker Solomonson. Game 1, the Warhawks beat the Cobras 22-0 in a 10-and-under matchup. The 4 p.m. ball game, 11-and-under Desert Devils face the Elite Outlaws. Next week, the championships, 4 ball games. The Warhawks will go to the championship. Right here, we're tied at 6, closing moments of the opening quarter between Scorpions and Squad 48. Corona del Sol High School has sent their share of players to the higher levels. Division I college, pros. Opened in 1977. Third down and 18 for the Scorpions back at their own 39. They need the other 43 for a first down. McKinney the tailback, Mace Hall is the fullback. Direct snap to McKinney going right, trying to get to the outside, and he has stood up and driven down at the line of scrimmage. A textbook tackle that time by Finn Miller. No gain on that play. In fact, a loss of a couple, and it'll be fourth down and long. And that is the end of the quarter. We're tied at 6. Scorpions and Squad 48. Good. Husband and wife law team. Then what, the husband and law team? Oh, well, I'm following Gary Thorne. Whatever happened to that guy? Remember him? Had a deep voice. Who have you been listening to on the... Isn't Jim Powell down there still? He was the former Brewer guy. Thought it was Powell, but like Boog. Kind of forgot about that guy. I'm more of a Pat Hughes person. Yep. And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry, Corona del Sol High School in Tempe. We're tied at 6. We start the second quarter. Punting situation for the Scorpions on 4th down and 20. Ball resting at their own 38-yard line. And that is a good high kick with the wind at the back. Fielded to the 33-yard line. And almost looked like a horse collar tackle as that ball was returned by Noah Aliki. "26-yard punt." I believe that was Alexander Johnson getting that off. It was a nice punt. If you can get the blocking on the punts and get a good snap where you just go back about 7 or 8 yards, that time was excellent blocking by the Scorpions. Very rarely do you see that, to get the good snap and the blocking, because this level a lot of the punts get blocked if they even try to block at all. Roughly 30 yards on the punt. And that was into a little bit of a breeze. We're tied at 6, opening minutes of the second quarter. Scorpions scored first in a 77-yard touchdown run by McKinney. Then a 19-yard touchdown pass, Calfee to Aliki for Squad 48 to tie it at 6. Both extra point tries were no good. Timeout is called by Squad 48. Got several flags down to the left of the canopy that is helping protect Squad 48 from the 101-degree temperatures. The breeze has picked up pretty good going from right to left. If you go down on that field, if the team is moving the ball from right to left, they've got a nice little breeze at their back. And, of course, going from left to right, they'll be going into the wind. And you can take a look at those flags. You get down at that level, and certainly makes it a little bit cooler to 101 degrees, but 101 is 101. Very patriotic, too. Well, Squad 48 probably... This is the 48th state. They've got an Arizona flag, I believe, down there. So back to action after Squad 48's timeout. After the 30-yard punt by the Scorpions. Tied at 6, opening moments of the second quarter. 1st down and 10, Squad 48 from their own 39-yard line. Calfee out of the shotgun. They hand off to Volrich inside. He broke a couple of tackles. And taken down by Jimmy Ishmael. Volrich is a bruising running back, and he picked up 5 on that one. Calfee brings the play in for Squad 48. Solomonson also checks in. They will rotate quarterbacks. Tyler Babbitt's started the ball game, number 3, but Calfee in there right now on 2nd down and 5. Squad 48 from their own 44-yard line, tied at 6. Early stages of the second quarter. A long toss to Solomonson here on the near side and overshot him just a little bit with coverage by Zy Lloyd Kinney. So a little bit of a breeze at the back of Calfee in squad 48, so he can utilize that, airing it out. Nice athletic facility down here at Corona del Sol High School in Tempe. Baseball field out to the north. 3rd down and 5. Hauled off to Volrich, breaking tackles, has the 1st down and more, and he's over midfield down to the 46-yard line of the Scorpions, dragged down by Alexander Johnson. A gain on the play of 9 for Volrich, who checks out. Tied at 6, right around 7 minutes remaining in the first half. 77-yard touchdown run by McKinney of the Scorpions. 19-yard touchdown pass, Calfee to Aliki for squad 48. Both extra points no good. 1st down and 10. Calfee out of the shotgun, a quick toss to the right side. It is complete to Combs out of the backfield, and a foot race to the far side. He's going to pick up maybe just enough for the 1st down. Taken down on that far side by Olin Coleman. So Combs with some good speed out of the backfield snatched that catch and picked up the 1st down, moved the chains, squad 48 on the move. 1st and 10 for squad 48 at the 37 of the Scorpions. Tied at 6, about 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Combs in at running back to the right of Calfee. Goes out of the shotgun. 4 receivers. Calfee will look to throw again. Has pressure, rolls to his right, takes off. Taken himself, and Olin Coleman forced him out on the far side around the 33-yard line. A pickup of 5. So Tyler Babbitt's number 3 and Jet Calfee rotate quarterbacks. Calfee is in there now. Volrich checks back in at running back. Officially a gain of 4, setting up 2nd down and 6 for squad 48 at the 33-yard line of the Scorpions. Second and 6. Calfee hands off to Volrich inside and taken down after a short gain that time by Mace Hall, the big linebacker. No gain on the play. 3rd down and 6 for the squad 48 ball club at the 33-yard line of the Scorpions. 4 down territory. They need the 27 for a 1st down. Calfee out of the shotgun with 3 receivers. Volrich to his right in the backfield. Handoff to Volrich on a delay. Has a huge hole. Breaks into the secondary and finally ridden down from behind by Miguel Casares. A gain of 15 on the play. Volrich had a huge hole to the left side and made his way all the way down to the 18-yard line of the Scorpions. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Scorpions. Calfee brings in the play, and Joel Combs checks in at running back. Tied at 6 midway through the second quarter. Calfee out of the shotgun. Looks to throw again, has a ton of time. Fires here to the near side and overshot Combs out of the backfield. He was open, but overthrew him just a little bit. Winners of these ball games get to the state championship. 2nd and 10 for squad 48 at the 18-yard line of the Scorpions, tied at 6. About 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Calfee out of the shotgun to his right, Volrich in the backfield. Man in motion, they hand off to Volrich again going left, and he took it inside and was hit and dropped. Alexander Johnson again plugging that hole inside, doing a great job for the Scorpions. No gain on the play. Calfee brings in the play. Combs still in at running back. Temperatures around 100 degrees, or a little bit hotter, so it is warm out there, even though there's a breeze. 3rd down and 10 for squad 48 at the 18-yard line of the Scorpions. Calfee out of the shotgun. Again, he'll look to throw, fires far side, and it goes incomplete, intended for Combs. Coverage on the far side by Miguel Casares. So quickly, this drive is stalled for the squad 48 team at the 18-yard line of the Scorpions. They face a 4th and 10. Needing to get to the 8-yard line for the first down, tied at 6. Around 3.5 minutes remaining in the half. Combs, the running back, lines up to the right of Calfee with 4 receivers, passing situation. Calfee fires near side, and he had a man wide open and missed Bryce Christensen. He was open, but just led him a little too much. And on downs, quickly the Scorpions take over. So that drive ended quickly after moving it down to the 18, and the Scorpions take over. We're tied at 6, around 3 minutes approximately remaining in the half. Scorpions scored first, 77-yard touchdown run by McKinney. Squad 48 then scored 19-yard touchdown pass, Calfee to Aliki. Scorpions in the white and squad 48 in the black and red. Game 1 was 10 and under. The Cobras losing to the Warhawks 22-0. 1st and 10, Scorpions from their own 18-yard line. Scruggs goes under center. Handoff inside to Hall, and he puts a menacing hit on the defender straight ahead. Taking the brunt that time for squad 48 was Braxton Volrich. He's a big guy himself, but Mace Hall, a big running back, he picked up 3, 2nd down and 7. This may be the last drive of the first half. We're tied at 6, not a lot of time remaining. Second and 7 for the Scorpions from their own 21. The running back, Brendan McKinney, now goes in motion. Empty backfield. Scruggs tosses it here to the near side and is picked off by squad 48. Finn Miller came up and snuck in front of the defender, or the receiver, McKinney. And Scorpions are fortunate he didn't run that back into the end zone. So a very heads-up play by Finn Miller. Snuck in front of McKinney, and that was nearly 6 points for squad 48, but they're knocking on the door. 1st and 10 at the 13 of the Scorpions, tied at 6 right before halftime. Timeout is called by the Scorpions, as they probably will need to regain their composure. I imagine a little bit of a shock after that play by Finn Miller, intercepting that pass here on the near side. Today's Arizona youth football game is powered by the husband and wife law team. Serious injury or wrongful death cases, go to husbandandwifelawteam.com. Oh, yeah, I could. I'll get it. I'll get it later. 4 p.m. game is 11 under. Desert Devils face the Elite Outlaws. So Desert Devils are here, right down in front of us, looking with kind of the colors of ASU. Our score here is tied at 6, a tight ball game right before halftime. No working scoreboard or clock, so just estimating the best we can. So moments before halftime here, and Squad 48, thanks to the interception by Finn Miller, trying to push it into the end zone on 1st down and 10, ball at the 13 of the Scorpions. Calfee out of the shotgun, Volrich to his right in the backfield. Hand off to Volrich with a huge hole over the left side and taken down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line by Mace Hall, another big defender, a penalty marker on the play at the 15-yard line. Well, probably going to come back. So that will be, appears to be holding against Squad 48, a very costly penalty. They continue to run the clock. Not a whole lot of time remaining in the half. We're tied at 6. So after the holding penalty, it'll be 1st down and 20 for Squad 48 at the 23-yard line of the Scorpions. Calfee goes out of the shotgun. A long count. He will look to throw, fires here to the near side. It's off the hands over here of Bridger Morris. Bridger Morris, another big guy out of the backfield. Closing moments of the half, tied at 6. Squad 48 with a 2nd and 20 at the 23-yard line of the Scorpions. They were set up for this good field position by the interception by Finn Miller. Calfee out of the shotgun, Volrich to his right with 4 receivers. He will look to throw again, sets up, fires here to the near side, and going up was Noah Batum, who was attempting to make that catch, but some good defense. And some great defense by the Scorpions, Jimmy Ishmael. So Ishmael, it was close to interference. Put a hit on him, so 3rd down and 20 for Squad 48 at the 23-yard line of the Scorpions, tied at 6 right before halftime. Calfee out of the shotgun, 4 receivers. To his right is Volrich. He will look to throw again. Fires deep down the left side, man-to-man coverage. Close to pass interference, but Batum again was the intended target with some good defense by Zy Lloyd Kinney. So Noah Batum coming off a little bit gingerly. He maybe got hit a little bit on that. So the throw to the end zone, there's a timeout called. And 4th down and 20 facing Squad 48 at the 23-yard line of the Scorpions. Tied at 6 moments before halftime. Calfee has taken a shot to the end zone each time down the left side. And he'll have another shot here in a moment. Temperature right around 101, 103 degrees, and Right now doesn't look like much of a breeze out there. At times it's blowing from right to left, maybe 10 to 15 miles an hour, but right now not much. The 4 p.m. game, be 11 and under. Desert Devils face the Elite Outlaws. Desert Devils out of Tolleson. Squad 48 needs to get down to the 3-yard line for a first down. 4th down and 20 for Squad 48 at the 23-yard line of the Scorpions. Calfee has pressure. In trouble, and down he goes with a sack. It is Olin Coleman. Olin Coleman coming in on the blitz. And sacked back of the 23 was Calfee in a loss of 10. On downs, the Scorpions will take over with not much time remaining in the half, tied at 6. So the Scorpions going into a slight breeze, not a whole lot. They scored first on the 77-yard touchdown run by McKinney. The point after was no good on a running attempt. Squad 48 tied it at 6. 19-yard pass from Calfee to Aliki. The extra point trying to kick it was blocked. So that's where we're tied here at 6 moments before halftime. And the Scorpions, they will get the ball to start the second half. And they have it first down and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Scorpions out of Casa Grande. And since the Scorpions get the ball first to start the second half, they may just elect to run out the clock. Get into halftime without turning it over. First and 10, Scorpions from their own 33-yard line. Scruggs under center. Handoff to McKinney, bobbled it for a second, goes left, tries to get to the outside, slipped one tackle, stays on his feet. He's very elusive and ended up picking up about 5 to the far side. Bridger Morris on the far side making the tackle, picking up about 4 was McKinney, who had the 77-yard run earlier. He's a dangerous running back. Picked up 4, second down and 6. Scorpions from their own 37-yard line. Closing moments of the first half were tied at 6. Aiden Scruggs, the quarterback, goes under center. On second down and 6, a direct snap and a high snap to McKinney. A penalty marker comes in. McKinney running for his life here to the near side and stays on his feet but taken out. The snap was high and things just didn't get off the right way that time, and that'll be called against the Scorpions. So, well, they try to get something before halftime here, but Scorpions do get the ball to start the second half, so maybe just get into halftime tied at 6. So McKinney took the direct snap that time, and the snap was high, and it threw everything off. It'll be a 5-yard penalty, setting up second down and 11. Well, make it second and 12. Scorpions from their own 32-yard line. We're tied at 6, closing moments of the first half. Mace Hall, number 5, is the very big running back, a tailback. Scruggs under center. They hand off to Hall. Going to his right, breaks one tackle, but can't get away here on the near side. Again, it was Finn Miller who had that big interception a moment ago. And that appears to be the end of the first half. So the end of the first half, we're tied at 6 between the Scorpions and Squad 48. Back in about 10 minutes.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Today's Arizona Youth Football game is powered by the husband and wife law team. Serious injury or wrongful death cases, go to husbandandwifelawteam.com.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk.
We are the husband and wife law team. That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry. Tied at 6 here as we start the third quarter. Scorpions and Squad 48, and Finn Miller will kick off for Squad 48. A little bit of a breeze at his back. So the Scorpions will get the ball first to start this second half. Casares here on the near side to return the kick, and on the far side is Calvin. Finn Miller to kick off for Squad 48, an onside kick and a beauty here to the near side. It's recovered by the Scorpions. And hard to see that number. I believe, though, that it was Jimmy Ishmael. And nice onside kick, but it comes up empty, and it'll be good field position for the Scorpions. 1st and 10 from the 49 of Squad 48. The two scores in the first half. Scorpions scored first in a 77-yard touchdown run by McKinney, the extra point. They tried to run it in, not able to do it. And then the Squad 48 19-yard touchdown pass from Calfee to Aliki. The extra point try kicking was blocked. So we're tied at 6 to start the third quarter. Could go either way. Temperature right around 101 to 103 degrees. And right now there's no breeze out here, but at times it's been blowing from right to left, but nothing right now. Scorpions 1st down and 10 at the Squad 48 49-yard line. Aiden Scruggs, the quarterback, under center, and got a 5-yard penalty against the Scorpions. To be honest, I'm not sure what is that call. Illegal substitution? You don't see that often. So illegal substitution against the Scorpions. It'll be 1st and 15 back in their own 46. Scruggs under center, Hall the running back, and the pitch tried to go to McKinney. He's going to just have to try to fall on it. And it is recovered by Squad 48. Recovered by Squad 48, Lucas Graniello. Costly mistakes. A costly mistake, a pair of them, by the Scorpions. So Squad 48 sitting pretty with nice field position. 1st and 10 at the Scorpions' 33-yard line. Just 2 plays into the third quarter. Tied at 6. And Tyler Babbitts will come out at quarterback for squad 48. Volrich, the running back, to his left, 1st and 10. Squad 48 at the 33-yard line of the Scorpions. Empty backfield now, 5 receivers. Babbitts gets a snap, going to take it himself, going left, gets around the end, races to the outside, and getting knocked out of bounds. Combining on that, on the play, Alexander Johnson and Ishmael. Babbitts quick around the left side. Picked up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3 for squad 48 at the 26 of the Scorpions. In good field position thanks to a high snap that was recovered by Graniello of squad 48. 2nd down and 3. Babbitts gets a snap. They hand off to Volrich inside going left and ridden down by Olin Coleman. After a gain of about 2, not quite enough for a 1st down for Volrich. They spot the ball at the 24-yard line of the Scorpions. Tied at 6, early stages of the 3rd quarter. 3rd down and 1 for squad 48 at the 24 of the Scorpions. Morris went in motion. Babbitts, the quarterback, out of the shotgun. Handoff to Volrich, a quick burst over the left side. He's into the secondary, and one hand to beat. He's taken out the 5-yard line by Casares. They're going to mark him down at the 3-yard line. That'll go for 23 yards. Casares, a touchdown saving tackle, and squad 48 1st down and goal at the 3-yard line. They hand off to Volrich again over the left side. He's not going to get in for the touchdown as Olin Coleman took him down at the 1-yard line. Volrich, a tough guy to tackle. Coleman not getting up yet, but getting up a little bit slow. Tied at 6 here in the early stages of the 3rd quarter, but squad 48, 2nd and goal at the 1. Babbitts, the quarterback, going to take it himself and just walks in over the left side. And it's now 12-6 in favor of squad 48. Tyler Babbitts, a 1-yard touchdown run for squad 48, and early here in the 3rd quarter, it is 12-6, squad 48. Finn Miller will try the extra point. It'll come from, well, looks like about 19 yards, a little bit in. The last one was blocked. This will be for a 2-point conversion, should he make it. Good snap, and that kick is up. And he lined it through. It is 14-6 in favor of squad 48 as Finn Miller lined the kick through for 2 points. So squad 48 taking advantage of that fumble on the high snap to McKinney and scoring on the 1-yard touchdown run by Babbitts. The 2-point kick conversion by Miller was good. And it's 14-6, squad 48 here. I'm guessing about 6 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. So Finn Miller will kick off for squad 48. Just made that extra point. Casares here on the near side and Mace Hall on the far side to return this kick for the Scorpions. Every kick so far has been, I believe, an onside kick attempt. Noah Batum comes in a little bit late for squad 48. Finn Miller, let's see if he tries another onside kick. It's a line drive kick, and it's caught by McKinney, who races it between the hash marks all the way back to the 35-yard line, a 13-yard return. Brendan McKinney, a dangerous runner with that ball, and he nearly broke it. He had a 77-yard touchdown run earlier. So some very good field position for the Scorpions. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line is squad 48. Squad 48 leading 14-6 here. Guessing around 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Corona del Sol High School here in southern Tempe. Opened in 1977. Scorpions 1st and 10 at the squad 48 35-yard line. Aiden Scruggs goes under center. They try to hand off, and it is a miscue, and it's fumbled, and it's going to be recovered by squad 48. Recovered by Bryce Christensen. It's the second play in a row from scrimmage that was fumbled on the exchange by the Scorpions. So some costly turnovers for the Scorpions. And squad 48 takes over 1st down and 10 at the 48 of the Scorpions. So a couple of fumbled exchanges for the Scorpions, and squad 48 trying to take advantage. Tyler Babbitt's in at quarterback. Volrich, the running back, to his right. 14-6, squad 48, midway through the third quarter. Babbitt's gets the high snap, the handoff to Volrich over the left side, and he takes on a defender, which is Casares. And it's a 4-yard gain. Inside the 45 to the 44-yard line for Volrich. Volrich checks out, and Joel Combs checks in. And now Babbitts brings in the play, the quarterback for squad 48. 2nd down and 6 for squad 48 at the 44-yard line of the Scorpions, trying to take advantage of their second consecutive turnover on a fumbled snap. 14-6 in favor of squad 48, 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Babbitts fakes it, a misdirection play. They get it to Combs. He lost the handle on it. It is picked up by the Scorpions. Coleman racing down the near sideline, and he's going to go all the way in for a touchdown. No penalties on the field, unofficially 55 yards. So the ball has been a little bit slippery for both squads. And Olin Coleman returns that fumble recovery, unofficially 55 yards, and it is now 14-12, a 2-point lead currently for squad 48. So should the Scorpions try to kick the extra point, it would go for 2 points. And it appears they are going to try to do that. If they try to kick, it'll go for 2 points. Casares will try the extra point with Brendan McKinnon to hold, and they're only about 5 yards back behind where they're snapping the ball from. So not a lot of room for error as far as getting the extra point blocked. This to try to tie the score. A penalty marker comes in illegal motion against the Scorpions. It's going to cost them 5 yards. That was going to be about an 18-yard extra point kick for 2 points. Now it'll be about 23. Well, see where they spot it down. They need to give the kicker at least a couple of yards so it doesn't get blocked. Well, they're going back about 5 yards again, maybe 6. There's the snap. They fake it. McKinney tries to race to the outside. I'm not sure that that wasn't a fake or just maybe a poor snap, but the Scorpions unable to get the extra point, so it's still 14-12 in favor of squad 48. That's where that kicking game comes in. Very important, and one of the things that's tough at this level is to get to kick it or punt it far enough back so it doesn't get blocked. And with that, you need to have somebody that can snap the ball back far enough and accurately, which is not easy to come by. So the score remains 14-12 in favor of Squad 48 after the failed two-point kick conversion for the Scorpions after the 55-yard Coleman fumble return for a touchdown. Antonio Alberto on the far side for Squad 48 to return this kick, and Combs on the near side. Pasquale to kick off, and it's an onside kick fielded as a penalty marker comes in. Fielded by Jet Calfee, one of the quarterbacks for Squad 48, but it's a legal motion, probably offside against the Scorpions. So the ball has been slippery for both teams. A couple of fumbled exchanges on high snaps, but then costly fumble by Squad 48 returned 55 yards for a touchdown by Coleman. But the extra point, they weren't able to get it. So the score stands at 14-12, Squad 48 here, guessing about 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Pasquale to kick off. He has tried an onside kick every time, and this is an onside kick and a beauty, but falling out at around the 49-yard line is Volrich for Squad 48. Game one today was at noon, 10 and under. The Scorpions and Warhawks, and the Warhawks winning 22-0. The game after this, 11 and under, Desert Devils face the Elite Outlaws. And right here it is 14-12, Squad 48. It was tied at 6 at halftime. 77-yard touchdown run by McKinney for the Scorpions. 19-yard touchdown pass Calfee to Aliki for Squad 48. First down and 10. Nothing doing on that one. Olin Coleman, who had that 55-yard fumble return for a touchdown, gets a sack, and it's a loss of 7. So Coleman having a huge day from his linebacker position. Jet Calfee comes in at quarterback wearing number 9. A loss of 7, second down and 17. Squad 48 back at their own 42-yard line. Calfee out of the shotgun. 4 receivers. Calfee will look to throw the ball, heaves it here to the near side, and it is complete. A nice diving catch here to the near side to Bryce Christensen. And a gain of 13, setting up a third down and 4. Well, they're going to actually mark him down at the 44, so gain of 14, and it'll set up third down and 3. Nice catch by Christensen to gather that one in. Really no wind to speak of. Very well, flags down there are blowing a little bit, and if there is whatever breeze there is, it is at the back of Squad 48 going from right to left. Third down and 3. Squad 48, the 44-yard line of the Scorpions. They hand off to Volrich going left. Drags the defender. That was Olin Coleman. And it's a gain of 2 down to the 42-yard line of the Scorpions. So a big fourth down and 1 for Squad 48 at the 42 of the Scorpions. Squad 48 leading 14-12. Guessing around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. Big play right here, fourth down and 1 for Squad 48 at the Scorpions' 42-yard line. Calfee, the quarterback, gets a snap. They hand off to Volrich straight ahead with a huge hole. breaks it to the outside, takes on McKinney, and rode him down to the 27-yard line. A gain of 15 for Volrich over the left side, and he put a hit on McKinney. So squad 48 on the move. Squad 48 with a fresh set of downs. As they continue to run the clock, or I should say run the ball, it does run the clock. They lead at 14-12. About 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. First down and 10, squad 48 at the 27. The Scorpions high snap to Calfee, throws over the middle. It is complete. Bridger Morris down the near sideline taking on defenders, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown, 27 yards. Bridger Morris, who we saw a week or two ago, pounded his way down the left sideline after making that catch, 27 yards. It is now 20-12 in favor of squad 48, and they'll try the 2-point extra point kick. So Kelfie with a touchdown pass. Finn Miller will try the 2-point extra point kick. He made the last one. 1 for 2. Kick is up. It is good, and the 2-point conversion on the kick is good. It is now a 10-point lead for squad 48. They lead at 22-12 here. About 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter. So a very nice drive and a very nice run for Bridger Morris on that pass reception, running over a couple of different guys. Here in the closing moments of the third quarter, it is 22-12, squad 48. Hall number 5 on the far side at the 35, and Casares here on the near side at the 33. Finn Miller will kick off with possibly just a slight breeze at his back. He is 2 for 3 in extra points this afternoon, and that is big. About every kick this afternoon have been onside kicks. Let's see if Miller does it again. Finn Miller to kick off for squad 48. And that is a line drive kick perfectly placed over the head of Hall. Picked up at the 16-yard line. Races to his left. Penalty marker comes in. He's in trouble and taken down inside the 20-yard line. Finn Miller amongst others in on that stop, as well as Volrich. Really, really nice kick there by Finn Miller. Showed some good leg strength and able to position that ball perfectly over the head of Hall. And that is the end of the third quarter, with squad 48 leading the Scorpions by a score of 22-12.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Today's Arizona Youth Football game is powered by the husband and wife law team. Serious injury or wrongful death cases, go to husbandandwifelawteam.com.
You don't stand a chance. This would be a cakewalk.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk.
We are the husband and wife law team.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry. It's 22-12. Squad 48 leading the Scorpions. We start the fourth quarter, 101 degrees approximately. And the Scorpions starting deep in their own territory, 1st and 10 from their own 10-yard line. Aiden Scruggs, the quarterback, goes under center. Pitch it to McKinney going right, trying to get to the outside, and he is tripped up for a loss. And I believe it was not Finn Miller, but Antonio Alberto, and a penalty marker comes in. Scorpions really backed up underneath their shadow of their own goalpost, as they say. Personal foul. It appeared personal foul against Squad 48. It was declined, I guess. It'll be 1st down and 10. We'll try it over. Scorpions again from their own 10-yard line. They trail it 22-12 here, second play of the fourth quarter. Scorpions cannot afford to make a mistake deep in their own territory. They've fumbled a couple of exchanges already. Direct snap to McKinney going right, slipped a couple of tackles, gets to the outside. He already had a 77-yard touchdown run. Breaks it to the outside. It is a foot race down the far sideline, and McKinney, no flags. And check for everything. It'll be a 90-yard touchdown run. We had an injured member briefly of Squad 48, but lightning striking twice from McKinney, a 90-yard touchdown run. No penalty markers on the play, and it's 22-18. A 4-point lead remaining for Squad 48, but McKinney, who had the 77-yard touchdown run to start the ball game, goes 90 for the Scorpions down that right sideline. There's no substitute for speed. That was a track meet, but no one could catch McKinney. It was definitely won, hands down, by McKinney down the right side. 90 yards, but the difference in the ball game, a couple of extra point kicks by Finn Miller of Squad 48. That the difference in the ball game right here. It is 22-18 in favor of Squad 48. And let's see if, well, we're about 3 plays into the fourth quarter. Scorpions will go for a 1-point conversion. Well, they hand off to Hall inside, and he is going to be close, but didn't get into the end zone. A big tackle inside by Ethan Featherson. Double check that. So Ethan Featherson knocks down Hall just shy of the goal line. The difference in the ball game, a couple of good stops on the 2-point and 1-point conversions. Good stops by Squad 48, and right now it is 22-18 in favor of Squad 48 here, early stages of the fourth quarter. This is anybody's ball game. Anybody's ball game. So 22-18. Squad 48 holding on with a 4-point lead. Combs back deep on the far side. Antonio Alberto on the near side. And it appears Casares will do the kicking off for the Scorpions. He tried the extra point earlier. He had the ball on backwards, it appeared, on the tee. That might have been strategy for an onside kick. So Casares will kick off for the Scorpions. And that is a pooch kick to the far side, and is caught at the 48-yard line by Bryce Christensen for Squad 48. So it'll be great field position again for Squad 48 from their own 49-yard line. 22-18, a 4-point lead for Squad 48. Early stages of the fourth quarter, really anybody's ball game. Squad 48 cannot afford any turnovers. The breeze is picked up again, blowing from right to left. If you get down on that field, maybe 10 miles an hour, you can see some of the shirts, 10 to 15. So Squad 48, in fact, going into a breeze. Tyler Babbitt's in at quarterback with 4 receivers split out here to the near side. Babbitt's a quick toss to the near side, complete to Volrich, who fights his way forward and takes on about 3 defenders. First one to hit him was Casares. A gain of 6 and the quick pass to the near side to Volrich. If Squad 48 can hold onto this ball and run some time off the clock, and, well, that's not going to help their cause, holding against Squad 48. So the 6-yard gain is negated. It'll be 1st and 14 back at the 45 of Squad 48. Empty backfield, 5 receivers, 4 on the near side. Babbitt's out of the shotgun. Same play, quick toss to Volrich here to the near side, picks up blockers, races down the near sideline, and dragged down around the 37-yard line by Mace Hall. 16-yard pickup and a first down for Volrich on the quick toss to the near side. So a big first down for Squad 48, who leads it 22-18 here. I'm guessing around 6 or 7 minutes remaining in this fourth quarter. Tyler Babbitt is the quarterback, and again he goes out of the shotgun with an empty backfield. First down and 10, Squad 48 at the Scorpions' 38-yard line. Same play again. Quick toss to Volrich, and he never had a handle on that one. Casares came in and made a big hit. He's limping a little bit, but Volrich never had possession of that ball. That was the 3rd time in a row that they called that play, and it's a good one. Volrich, a big running back that, getting some blocking, he can take a head of steam downfield. The wind has picked up again, quite hefty, blowing from right to left, so maybe 10 to 15 miles an hour, and Squad 48 going into it. First down and 10, they hand off to Volrich inside, and he's going to pick up maybe a yard at best, is taken on by Alexander Johnson. Also, Olin Coleman in on the play. Yes. Oh, yeah, he has. Big game for Alexander Johnson, number 72. No gain on the play officially. Second down and 10 for squad 48 at the 38-yard line of the Scorpions. Calfee fires deep down the near side, and this ball is complete. A tremendous catch here on the near side, going up and making that catch, Noah Badum. Badum in double coverage goes high into the air and makes that catch, a 24-yard gain. What a catch by Badum. Noah Badum going up in traffic, making a big catch. Calfee in at quarterback now, number 9. 22-18, squad 48. Leading by 4, right around, I'm guessing, 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. If they can punch it in here, they're going to be feeling comfortable. First down and 10, squad 48, the 14-yard line of the Scorpions. Calfee out of the shotgun. Volrich to his left. Calfee tosses near side, complete to Bridger Morris, and he's a tough guy to take down, combining on the stop Calvin as well as Casares. Bridger Morris, a big guy, had a touchdown earlier. A gain of a yard. This continues to run the clock. So a gain of 1 on that play. It's second down and 9. Squad 48 at the 13-yard line of the Scorpions. Squad 48 trying to add to a 22-18 lead here. About 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Handoff to Volrich going left, gets to the outside, takes on a couple of defenders, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. A 14-yard run by Volrich. And squad 48 extends their lead to 28-18, back to a 10-point lead for squad 48. And guessing right around 4 minutes maybe remaining in the fourth quarter. Finn Miller, the place kicker slash receiver defensive back, has kicked 2 out of 3 extra points. Olin Coleman, the injured party for the Scorpions. Scorpions looking a little bit tired out there. I guess anytime that give up a touchdown, it's gonna feel a little more tired, particularly if it's 101 degrees out. 78. So Coleman, who's had a huge ball game, including a 55-yard fumble return, getting up slowly for the Scorpions. The next ball game at 4 p.m., it's 11 and under Desert Devils face the Elite Outlaws. Well, I'd imagine that squad 48 will try the extra point and kicking it with Finn Miller. Finn Miller is 2 for 3 in extra points. He's made the last 2. Kicking an extra point is worth 2, and running it or passing it is worth 1. So Miller has been successful on the last 2, and it's played a big advantage for them, for squad 48. Calfee to hold. Good snap, and that kick, I believe, tipped at the line of scrimmage and spins off to the left, no good. So the score remains 28-18 in favor of squad 48 after Finn Miller not able to get the extra point. guessing around 3 to 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. So if you're the Scorpions, you're going to need to score quick. Down by 10, you're going to need 2 touchdowns. And we'll see what happens here. Game 1, it was a 10 and under ball game. Cobras and Warhawks. Warhawks winning 22-0. Today's Arizona Youth Football game is powered by the husband and wife law team. Serious injury or wrongful death, those cases, go to husbandandwifelawteam.com. Casares is back deep to return the kick of Finn Miller. Miller will be kicking into a slight breeze. So the Scorpions going to need to score quickly. They trail it by 10, 28-18, roughly 3 to 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Miller's last kick, after a couple of onside kicks, he drilled it down the right side over the head of Hall. I'd imagine he kicks this one deep. He's got a good leg. So Miller to kick off for squad 48. He does kick it deep, and it's a good one. Casares bobbles it, kicks it, picks it up at the 23-yard line. In trouble, and down he goes, right around where he picked it up, ridden down by Joel Combs. The momentum definitely belongs to squad 48 as they lead at 28-18 here. Guessing 3 or 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Temperatures right around 101 to 103, so a little bit warm out there. A little bit of a breeze at the back of the Scorpions. They trail at 28-18. About 3 or 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. They're going to need to score 2 to win this ball game. First and 10 for the Scorpions from their own 27-yard line. Mace Hall, they'll check that. Out of the shotgun, a direct snap to McKinney. A penalty marker comes in on the far side, and he maybe got back to the original line of scrimmage, but a penalty on the far side. So a timeout is called. We've got an injured ball player, and that is McKinney, who has run for 2 long touchdowns. Penalty marker on the far side, and McKinney not feeling good. We're going to take a break in the action. About 3 or 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. 28-18, squad 48.
They have no idea what they're about to see. A team that's actually ready. They're counting on us to quit.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
This is what we've waited for.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk. Our team is not afraid to fight.
We are the husband and wife law team.
Call the husband and wife law team first.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
Today's Arizona Youth Football game is powered by the husband and wife law team. Serious injury or wrongful death cases, go to husbandandwifelawteam.com.
You don't stand a chance. This will be a cakewalk.
We've prepared for this, but they're bigger than us. They're all talk.
We are the husband and wife law team.
That was great, Alexis. I didn't even get hit this year.
And welcome back, everybody. Eric Anderson along with Jeff Lowry. First down and 15 for the Scorpions from their own 22-yard line. They trail it 28-18. About 3 or 4 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. The handoff to Hall going left. In trouble, a penalty marker did come down. They think maybe potential face mask on Bryce Christensen of squad 48. So a lot of penalties in this one. It looked like he grabbed for it, but I don't know if he got it, or I guess referee a little bit closer than us. Now they're calling holding. That's declined against the Scorpions. Scorpions in a deep hole. They trail at 28-18. About 3 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. They face a second down and 23. Scorpions back at their own 13-yard line. Mace Hall has, well, check that. It's Aiden Scruggs is under center. There's been a direct snap to McKinney is out as he was injured. He's had 2 touchdown runs, and Scruggs in big trouble that time. Down he goes, and a big sack by Lucas Graniello. He had a fumble recovery earlier, and big guy on that offense or defensive line for squad 48, and the Scorpions really in deep trouble. They call a timeout here. About 2 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, and squad 48 leading 48-18. It was only tied at 6 at halftime. McKinney has had a pair of touchdown runs for the Scorpions, 77 and 90 yards. For the squad 48, Babbitt's a 1-yard touchdown run. Calfee, 27-yard touchdown pass to Morris. Volrich, a 14-yard touchdown run. The other score for the Scorpions, a 55-yard fumble return by Coleman. But as we sit here with about 2 minutes remaining, it is 28-18 squad 48. 3:47, so we're, as far as the time goes, the next game's scheduled to start at 4, so might start a little bit late. So the Scorpions deep in their own territory, back of their own 8-yard line. It is 3rd down and 29 for the Scorpions back of their own 8. McKinney, who was injured a moment ago, checks back in at running back. Hall, the fullback. Scruggs goes under center. They snap it to McKinney. He's in trouble, and that is going to be a safety. He was tackled in the end zone. Finn Miller, the man most excited, I believe, is the one that dragged him down. It's now 30-18. Squad 48 as they really are putting it on the Scorpions. So this one just about in the tank, or in the books. Finn Miller, you know, not a real big guy, but he is dynamic. He had an interception early in the first half. He's kicked very well. Made some huge tackles. So 30-18, a 12-point lead for squad 48 after the safety. So Combs on the far side and Alberto on the near side to return the kick by the Scorpions. It'll be Casares, who's had a good day on defense and running the ball. So after the safety, Casares will have a free kick to kick off for the Scorpions. And they get a guy in at the last second. They were one man short. So some confusion out there. Who's going to line up where? Casares to kick off for Scorpions, and he just got way under that. And it was caught by Bridger Morris right around the 29-yard line. I think he kicked the tee. The tee ended up about the 28-yard line, and wasn't happy with his kick there. It only went about 8 yards. But Squad 48 can really just run the ball or run this clock down as they lead it 30-18 here in the closing moments of this one. Next ball game scheduled for 4. That's 10 minutes away, but probably start a little bit late. 11 and under Desert Devils face the Elite Outlaws. Squad 48, first down and 10 at the 29-yard line of the Scorpions. They hand off to Volrich, and he has a huge head of steam over the left side and picks up 8 down to the 21-yard line of the Scorpions. So Squad 48 may add some points here. Not a lot of time left, but Squad 48 leading 30-18. Squad 48 feeling pretty good about themselves, is getting some high fives as they come out to the sidelines. Tyler Babbitts is the quarterback. Volrich lines up to his right on second down and 2. Handoff to Volrich again, a huge hole. On his feet, breaking tackles inside the 5 and all the way down to the 1-yard line. A gain of 20 for Braxton Volrich. And some substitutions here at the end. First and goal. Handoff inside. And the late substitution, Skylar Matheson, number 52, came in, and he got that touchdown at the end. It is now 36-18. Squad 48. 14 unanswered points for Squad 48. Finn Miller will try the 2-point extra point kick. Jet Calfee will hold. Miller is 2 for 4 this afternoon in extra points. Good snap and place. That kick is up. He hooked it to the left. So he is 2 for 5, but Squad 48 remains in the lead 36-18 here in the closing moments of this ball game as the wind has picked up pretty good, blowing from right to left. So the very closing moments of this ball game. And Squad 48 feeling pretty good. Finn Miller will be kicking off into a slight breeze. McKinney back deep to return the kick, one of the members of the Scorpions. On the far side is Braylon Calvin. McKinney right in the middle at the 30-yard line for the Scorpions to return this kick of Finn Miller, who's kicked and played very, very well today. 36-18, Squad 48 leading here in the closing moments of this ball game. Miller's kicked the last 2 deep and kicked them well. That an onside kick, and that is gobbled up by Jimmy Ishmael for the Scorpions. Mentioned the next ball game will start pretty quickly after this one, scheduled for 4, but it's almost 4 right now. And appears to be Ishmael getting up a little bit slow, recovered that onside kick. Closing moments of this ball game, 36-18 in favor of Squad 48. Game 1 today was 10 and under. That is the end of the ball game. So Squad 48 winning by a score of 36-18. They will go on to the state championship next week. So Squad 48 beating the Scorpions out of Casa Grande 36-18.